Should we start off with the quarterbacks?
Let's do it. Who should we start that you might not otherwise think that's a guy I need to get in?
Jared Goff against the Rams, revenge game. He's very good at home. In fact, he's averaging 19.4 points per game in 25 regular season starts as a Lion at Ford Field. The Rams gave up the ninth most points to home quarterbacks last season. So Jared Goff in a revenge game. And by the way, Matt Stafford, maybe not a bad play either in what could be a high-scoring affair. Also a very good play. And then let's go with Tua Tagovailoa. Now, I know he wasn't very reliable last year. I get it, but he averaged 17 points per game at home. He was better at home than he was on the road. He opens in South Florida at Hard Rock against the Jaguars. Last year, Linz, no road defense gave up more fantasy points to quarterbacks at 22.3 points per game. And oh, by the way, Vegas has the total at 49.5. So this should be a high-scoring game.
High-scoring game. Did you know that Jared Goff is playing 14 of 17 games in the Dome? Ooh, I'm just kidding. You, of course, heard that. That's like the stat of the season that everyone's going to say way too much. Where are we sitting?
Let's start off with Justin Herbert. I want to see what this offense looks like, to be quite honest with you. He goes from an offense that's going to throw the ball a lot to one under Greg Roman that is very run-based, and so that's a problem. He's playing the Raiders. They actually allowed an average of 14.6 points per game to quarterbacks last year. So that was kind of tough. The over-under is 41.5, so Vegas is not expecting a ton of points. So I'm going to fade Herbert, and I'm going to fade Captain Kirk Cousins against the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's playing his first game since tearing his Achilles midway through last year. And so, that could be a factoid. He's also playing with a new team and a new offense with new teammates. That could be an issue in terms of getting cohesive. And then you look at the Steelers. Their defense allowed an average of fewer than 15 fantasy points per game to quarterbacks last year. So Kirk Cousins is not in a great position to succeed.
Chances are good, too. Kirk Cousins is not your QB1. So
no,
you
he's
probably positioned yourself in such a way that you can afford to just hit pause, wait and see how it looks, and then plug him in down the road.